So back in the 90s, enhanced CDs were a thing, where it'd be an extra data track, and you would find like wallpapers or music videos on CD along with the music. In some cases, they did something unique with it, as with Mike Oldfield did with Songs of Distant Earth, in which he included visual sketches of the images he had in mind as he was writing and recording the album. Oh, here we go.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good.
Okay, so as you can see, there's a little multimedia segment on the disc with you that only worked on the Macintoshes. Let's move on. For those who aren't familiar with Mike Oldfield, he's an Australian musician. I think he's Australian. Who he's most known for Tubular Bells, which the opening was used in the movie Exorcist. And it was the first album released by Virgin Records and made Richard Branson all his millions. So, well, got started with Richard Branson, getting all his millions. His style of music was like ambient, new age, folk. He has a whole bunch of different stuff. This album is based on the book Songs from a Distant Earth by Arthur C. Clarke, most famous for 2001: A Space Odyssey. And Arthur C. Clarke actually quite enjoyed this album and this CD-ROM segment as well, so that's pretty cool. Whoa, that's so cool. So this is kind of, I guess it's a puzzle, but it's so simple that it barely counts as one. What we'll have to do is press the right finger that goes with each symbol here. So 1, 3, 1, 4, so on. You could just use this as a keyboard too, I guess. Oh, didn't play the video. That's annoying. I'm gonna stop and restart this. So this is basically a very simple puzzle. You just have to click on the finger that corresponds with the symbol up here. It's pretty easy to figure out. So 1, 1, 3, 3, and so on and so forth. There's also a bit of a training tool for the interface for this multimedia experience. Let's do this. 1, 3, 1, and so on. Ah, there we go. I was supposed to play a little tune there, but it didn't work for some reason. Alright, so here are the options we have. Let's start by looking at Mark Oldfield's attempt at acting by checking out the crew quarters.
I see you've found your way into the place of hibernation. But do you realize it's more than 800 years until we're due to arrive at our destination? Well, with that, I bid you farewell.
Yeah, stick to music, Mike. Alright, let's check out Nuba. Now you have to realize that looked really cool back in 1994. Alright, let's look at the last one, which is audio. So we see a little performance by Mark himself. Now it's good to remember that this multimedia experience, visual sketches of things he had in his head when he was making this. So apparently, when he was making this album, he imagined himself as a spandex wearing space god playing music while flying through space. Anyways, that's all there is to see in this neat little thing here. So, as I said, this is, it's not amazing, but it's still pretty cool to see artists experimenting with multimedia back in the 90s. Obviously, they don't do this anymore because, you just throw in the bonus DVDs with live performances and music videos and all that. So, yes, that was Songs from a Distant Earth by Mike Oldfield. Just quickly, Mike Oldfield is English, not Australian. He's also worked on a few games after working on this little thing. He designed them actually, some musical games. So if you were interested in this, you might be interested in checking those out too. Okay, bye bye. So long.